course of this financial year, we will be able to tell you more correctly or accurately what would be the numbers for FY25-26. So I'm sorry I wouldn't be able to give you any number at this point in time. And the second one, sorry, what you said?
What is the expected timeline for achieving occupancy on our construction's commercial project?
Yeah, so that is expected to complete it, be, let's say, around Q1 of FY26. And the rentals are, looking for the rentals, the clients and all is starting from Q3, Q4 of this financial year itself. So I think in FY26, it's a little guesswork at this point in time, but I think going up to 30-40% rentals occupation, or already people signing off on the agreements all should be possible. That's what we look at. But there again, we would be able to give you a better picture in Q4 of the FY26, because by that time, a lot of traction with the expected or probable clients who will come into this SEZ would have happened, because that's when the real marketing starts.
Right. And our focus is only going to be Gujarat and around, or are we looking at other states also?
As of now, Gujarat, Ahmedabad.
Only in and around Ahmedabad?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. If there's any other question, I'll fall back in line.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from the line of Mayank Shah from Arjav Partners. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hello. Is my voice audible?
Yeah, Mayank. You are audible.
Yeah, I had two questions. The first is, like, what's the confidence of the location of IT SEZ project compared to, like, a location in GIFT City or anything?
It's very, very, very high. Confidence level is very high, because the way it was started off was with the clear understanding that there is huge potential in that area. GIFT City is further 15 kilometers away. This is absolutely in the CBD, the new CBD, wherein the entire ecosystem of whether Reliance, Adani, Zydus Catella, all of these people's offices and all, and very new commercial places coming up in and around that Vaishno Devi circle. So this is a very high confidence, and frankly, looking to this potential, only Fishman Spears approached us 2 years back, saying that they would like to partner us and take this project to the huge clients that they have. So we believe that we'll be doing very well in that.
Okay. So I have one more question also. Like, cumulatively, what is the launch pipeline like we can expect in residential as well as commercial front, and like the current financial year as well as in FY26?
Sorry?
Launch price, right?
Lot of echo is coming, so we are not able to hear you very clearly. Can you please repeat?
My question is, what is the launch pipeline like we can expect in the residential and commercial front in FY25 and FY26?
See, already we have launched Malabar Retreat at the price of 5,400. And that has also given a good traction in terms of the inquiry and initial conversion. Our initial thought of launching that at least of 5,500 for that residential, so that we are not hiking any price even in a 6 month, 8 months time also in the FY25, and maybe FY26 it will be plus 300 rupees. That is our current thought. Maybe as we move into that direction and at the launch time, again we will reevaluate the market and see what will be the right pricing, whether we can hike the price further or not. But 5,400 is selling at Malabar Retreat. That is the base price we are talking about.
And in SEZ residential is 5,500 to start with, and it could go up to 5,800 in FY25-26. That's what Neeraj has said. But frankly, the way the whole thing starts is that we do it with a amount which is little lower in the initial stages. And as and when the traction goes up with every, let's say, quarter or something with new bookings, as you know, this is done by everyone, it keeps going. So the average which we saw in the earlier projects also has been almost like 50% higher than the launch price itself. That is the kind of traction we have seen. So let's see how this goes in this project, and that too being in a very good ecosystem of the entire 64 acres and, very good residential localities, and a good garden and all that, we should be able to command such prices for sure.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Just to tell you, the other one which are, let's say, the Shantigram project, which is very close by, is already talking about higher than 6,500 even as of now. So obviously, and that is just about a kilometer or 2 kilometers away from this place. So we believe that, that is the way it will go. And it has always been going towards that, and we will look into this brand fetch such kind of prices also.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ritvik Seth from Vana Financials. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Question from my end on the Ahmedabad market. What is the kind of share the branded developers like you have in the Ahmedabad market and in the periphery? And can you who would be the top 3-4 branded players, organized players in Ahmedabad, if you can throw some light, and where do you see this going over the next 3 to 5 years?
See, post-implementation of the RERA and GST, and especially post-COVID, now the real estate market is now being totally governed and commanded by the top developers and organized players only. Even those who have been in unorganized mode, they have now fully converted into organized mode only. So basically, if you see, even in the pre-sale part, during the under construction period, only these top developers are commanding a better booking and better realization of their project. And we see ourselves around the top developers of the market. There are many other developers also who are doing good in their respective area. Like Adani is doing in their Shantigram township, then there is a Bakeri who has been doing in their respective area. Then there are the likes of the Safal, Goel, Shivalik, there are many developers, but around this, if you see, around 15 odd developers are there who are commanding the major market share in the city.
So 15, you said, 15.
15. The top developers I'm talking, who are, by their namesake, the products are getting sold. The name itself is so trustworthy.
So this 15...
Arvind is also there in their respective area.
Yeah. Each of them, I would like to add that each of these top 15 have their own niche at various places. Let's say, for example, Arvind is there very good at the project development side, and outskirts which are there. And some of the Goels and the Sapals are there in certain residential part of it in a particular locality. So everyone has chosen their own areas of excellence and areas of development also in terms of the land bank. So all of them, in terms of the ranking, yes, it may be there, but those who have got, let's say, good best of everything, that's the residential, commercial, and the land bank and all that, if you really have to take it in that, then Ganesh Housing sits right on top.
Right. Okay. Got it. And these top 15 developers would have land share like 70-80% of the total market in Ahmedabad would be these top 15 players, right?
See, it's not like that with every player. There are only few players who now follow the strategy what we follow, holding the land bank for a much longer period and then went into development. Otherwise, many of the developers, they acquire and then wait for some time and then they launch it immediately. They don't wait for, why say land holding period is not that great for those players. So it's like a different strategy for different developers. Not like one solution fit to all.
Okay.
And Ahmedabad market is very, very segmented. You will hardly see a very large developer commanding more than 10% of market share. It's very highly unlikely.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Aarti Kamani from Profit Mart. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I got my answer. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Preet Nagar Seth from Wealth Advisor. Please go ahead.
Yes, one question. So you mentioned that one Thaltage is under approval. So any sense of timeline for launching it?
One Thaltage?
Yes.
We had said last earnings call that would be there in the Q2 of this year. I think Q2 or early Q3. It is H2. Sorry, we had announced it. H2 is absolutely on schedule for H2.
For H2. So we are saying post-Diwali, around Diwali time frame.
That's right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wishes to ask questions may press star and one now. We'll take the next question from the line of Yasmin Shah from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. I had a couple of questions. First thing is, on the SEZ, what is the potential sales one can look at in the next 2 years in terms of, assuming you sell the entire inventory or whatever is your target, from phase 1 and phase 2, what is like for phase 1 and then for phase 2? And my second question is, do you have any plans to enter into markets apart from Ahmedabad or Gujarat?
Okay. Let me take that. So the second question first. No, at this point in time, we don't have any plans. We don't have any concrete plans to going out of Ahmedabad, but an opportunity coming up with a very good returns or something, we will always go. And we do evaluate of projects outside of Ahmedabad off and on. And if we find something, we may choose to go, but right now there's nothing. Question number 1, there are 2 things in SEZ. One, if you have been talking about SEZ commercial, then it is all, at this point in time, phase 1 is all there only in the, it's on lease basis. We're not going to sell anything. If you're talking about SEZ residential, yes, phase 1 and 2 will be launched in third and fourth quarter of this financial year. That will start seeing bookings of the same type like Malabar Exotica, Malabar, all that, which will start from FY26 first quarter or last quarter of FY24. 25. So this is what I hope I've cleared the doubt that if it is SEZ, commercial, it's going to be all on that basis, on these basis as of now. Phase 1, phase 2, we'll see if the traction for phase 1 SEZ commercials is been picked up very well, and there's a lot of demand for the rentals. Phase 2 also may go on the same lines, but it isn't fixed as of now. Residential will always be an outright sale basis.
Right. So on the first phase, in terms of leasing income, what can one expect, assuming that, you're going to lease out, say, 40%, 50% or 70%, whatever your target?
See, on a full potential basis of 100% occupancy, it will give us a annual rental of 70 crores.
On a conservative basis, 70 crores, 100% rentals on a conservative basis. Frankly, it can be far more. Because we haven't given this, we are given a very low estimate of this. But if you start on a 40-50 basis, it will follow the same percentage. If it's 70 is for full, 50% will be about 35. But as and when the larger spaces go, the rentals can actually go up also. And therefore, first 40-50 maybe at a rate which is leading to around 70 crores amount, but as we go, that amount can also increase. So between 70 to 80 crores or more can be the full rentals.
That's per annum, right?
That's right, per annum.
Yeah, and second question is how much what's the investment you have planned or you've already done in the phase 1 SEZ?
Phase 1 of commercial, you're saying?
Yes.
We have already invested around 180 crore in the development of the phase 1 till date.
280 is the full.
180 crores, okay.
Yes.
Right, and any further investments are required, or this is about it?
Yes, the development is going on.
We have reached up to, I think, about 40% level of completion. So we will still require to invest more.
So probably double of this amount is something fair to assume, right?
Something near to 300 or around 325 crores.
Yeah.
Okay, got that. Lastly, if you do develop the phase 2, what is in terms of, if I have to say in terms of potential there, revenue potential there, or in terms of million square feet, if you could guide?
So see how we are planning right now is that there will be each phase of 1.3 million square feet of the construction with probably the leasable area of 8.5 lakh square feet as per the international standard. Because since now the entire designing is being done by the Tishman SPS. And the rental is around 70 crore, which we have presumed right now as per the current rate. We have estimated that only as a conservative basis right now, but only once we see the entire traction of the phase 1, then we'll get to know how much rental escalation can be there potentially on that side.
No, that I got. I'm talking about the residential part. That would also be like 1 million square feet, like the second phase.
Residential is a 9 lakh square feet of the development on each phase, which each phase has a sales potential value of 500 crore. So taken together, both the phase 1 and phase 2 will have a 1,000 crore of the sales value.
And 1.8 million square feet.
1.8 million.
Okay. Got it. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may please press star and 1 to ask questions. We'll take the next question from the line of Yasmin Shah from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Sorry, sir, I forgot to ask, what's the cash balance at the end of the year or end of the quarter, sorry?
See, FY24 ending, we were having a 230 crore of the cash balance. So out of that, around 60 crore is still there.
And for your future development, you will need to take on some debt, right?
No. This amounts, see, every quarter, there are cash accruals coming up, right? Because of the sales and profitability that we have said. So, and also whenever we do the residential, the amount will be funded by itself. So looking at the way these projects are planned, already the amounts for required, which are there for SEZ phase 1 is commercial, is already in our bag. We don't need any money for that. And residential phases, as and when we launch, our internal accruals as well as the collections from the clients of the booking will ensure that we do not need any additional or extra money from the outside, which means no debt and no equity either.
Right. And so you had given guidance. I joined in a bit late on your for this year in terms of bottom line, right? In terms of that was around 30%.
35% increase year on year. That means FY24 was 460 crores. We see 35% increase in that part in FY25.
Right, got that. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you all for joining on this call as well as showing so much of keen interest in the company. It's a great company which is the performance has always been good. The deliverance well ahead of schedule. The quality of top notch, just living to its brand. I think we will definitely continue to perform the same way and look forward to having you all on the call next time too. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Thank you, members of the management. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Go India Advisors, that concludes this conference. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.